So Tom Brady, and yes, scoring is down in the NFL very slightly, fourth consecutive year, like a quarter of a point. Some of it, Tom Brady says, is, what college football now gives the NFL. Players are not coached. They're bouncing around to programs and transferring and NIL and blah, blah, blah. And everybody's moving. And the quality, you're not coming from foundational programs. It's everybody out for themselves. And I'm sure there's all sorts of truths in that. But to me, it comes down to something that's very simple. Football is better when quarterback play is better. And we've had a lot of quarterbacks hurt. And also, because owners now are not 100 millionaires, they're billionaires, richer people get less patient, more impulsive, demand their way immediately, and people are bailing on quarterbacks faster. They're bailing on coaches faster. There's more chaos in the league. Used to be an owner was worth $350 million. You would ride that coach for the fourth year. Now you fire him by Thanksgiving of year 2 or 3. So the money in the league is added pressure and made owners more impulsive, firing left and right, bailing on quarterbacks. Everybody feels the pressure. That's the part of it that I believe is true. I don't know if there's data to prove that, but it feels true. But the other thing that I can say is beyond anecdotal, because I see the ratings, is college and pro football are now seeking more athletic quarterbacks. And I'm okay with that. But C.J. Stroud is the latest quarterback who appears to be a star, and suddenly the Texans with Davis Mills went from unwatchable to watchable. Why? Because C.J. Stroud completes a lot of passes quickly to playmakers, and nothing more fun in football than watching playmakers make plays. Look at the 11 quarterbacks I'm listing on this chart. Tua, Purdy, Josh Allen, Goff, Trevor Lawrence, Lamar, Hurts, Dak, Burrow, Mahomes. What do they have in common? It's not size. It's not arm strength. The average completion percentage is about 67 to 68%. And these are all my favorite teams to watch. Distribute the ball quickly and accurately to playmakers. And there's nothing better in football than seeing a Tyreek Hill or a Justin Jefferson. Could be a Cooper Kupp. Could be a Brandon Ayuk. You go to games, take away touchdowns. When do you get out of your seat? You get the ball to Jalen Waddle. You get the ball to Amon-Ra St. Brown. You get the ball to DJ Moore. Players playing in space. What hurts football now isn't that quarterbacks are worse. No, the opposite is true. They're better, younger than ever. The 7-on-7 camps, quarterback coaching starting in the 6th grade is an industry. It's not that the quarterbacks are worse. It's that they now have to go to a second coordinator and a third head coach and a fourth quarterback coach in 7 years. Justin Herbert's wonderful. He's on his third coordinator, his second coach, and they'll probably get rid of this coach at the end of the season. Maybe I'm too impatient. But when you're asking young people to come into a sport that is increasingly difficult because the athletes on the defensive side are bigger and faster, they need more stability. They need more quality coaching. They need more patience. I could tie all of this to the owners. When somebody, ask yourself, let's say you made $60,000 a year. You watch every penny. Now you make $120,000 a year. I kind of blew 70. Okay, 700. Okay, $1,200 in Vegas. You can still pay your cable bill. Now you make $300,000 a year. You take an extra vacation, have a third car you don't need. Golf probably more expensively, more often than you should. Well, think about being an owner where your net worth goes from $500 million to $900 to $7 billion. You want what you want. You want it now. You want the coach to win now. You want the quarterback to be great now, and it all bleeds down. I've talked to these GMs. They all joke the same thing. We're all flipping burgers. under complete control from a billionaire who wants his way now. The quarterbacks who get the best coaches, that's why the landing spot is so essential. I don't think Justin Fields is great. I think he'd be better in Green Bay with that culture, that offensive coach, that offensive line, than Chicago, an old owner, not connected, defensive culture. Young people need help. Go watch college football this year. I find Oregon and Washington, Michigan, so much fun to watch. Why? Because they have first-round quarterbacks, and they have excellent playmakers. So I don't think football's declining, but I think the wealth has created pressure, and we're asking our young quarterbacks to be better now and more quickly, and our coordinators to win now more quickly, and our coaches to win now and more quickly, and it's more firings, more chaos, more new people in the building. You know how lucky I've been in my life? I've worked at 2 networks, and mostly had the exact same bosses, producers. What if I had a new producer every 6 months? A new cohort every 8? A new owner every 4? Young people need support. You have to be so gifted to overcome the turnstile, the revolving door of NFL owners and their whims and needs. We're blaming the players. It's not on them. It's the chaos created above them. So Deion Sanders said something. I really like this. That, the transfer portal and the NIL, it scared a lot of people because college football is one of those sports that is really steeped in tradition. NFL is a business. College football is about the plaque on the wall. There are people been going to Oklahoma games. They've been going for 70 years. They went to the school. They met their wife there. They started kicking it in Norman and had 6 kids by the time they got out. That's deeply embedded in your life. Football is a business, right? And so the transfer portal and the NIL, it kind of freak everybody out. Whoa, what are we doing here? And Deion Sanders says, hey, we're not for sale at Colorado. I love that. The transfer portal and the NIL are not the gold rush people seem to think they were. Let's take the transfer portal. Y'all realize the guys that leave a program are all leaving for the same 3 to 4 reasons with very few exceptions? They couldn't beat out somebody at their school. They didn't mesh with the coaching staff. And they have a higher opinion of themselves and their talent than reality. So they leave. That's the overwhelming rule of the transfer portal. You're getting a used car. And with the and with the NIL, it's become NFL free agency. Unless you have the culture set, it's wasting your money. Just wasting your money. You got to have the culture first. That's why NFL free agents tend to work at better franchises. So if you go look at the top 4 to 5 programs right now in the country, right now winning Georgia, Bama, Michigan's great this year, Oregon, Washington are great. I couldn't tell you who their NIL star is, but I could tell you who USC's was, right? If I know who's making money on your team from NIL, you're probably not going to make the playoff. The transfer portal and NIL explosion scared a lot of people. But once again, as we get to the end of a college football season, it's about 4 things: blocking, tackling, coaching, and culture. You are wasting your money if you don't have those 4 things rolling. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.